Welcome to the African Warriors Fighting Championship, presented to you by none other than Stake.com. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than Coronavirus versus Autan Shagon Audu. You can see the replays on the screen already. Coronavirus, a popular name in the African Warriors Fighting Championship, is 3 3-minute rounds, 1 minute rest in between. Strikes are only permitted from the wrapped hand. You have the referee introducing both athletes to the Emir of Kano. We have Coronavirus versus Autan Shagon Audu. Coronavirus representing House Kudu and Autan Shagon Audu representing House Gurumada. Of course, this is round one. African Warriors Fighting Championship presented to you by Stake.com. High-level Dambe action. Straight into the action we go. Autan Shagon Audu throwing two overhand rights with the spear, connecting once, and you have Coronavirus retaliating. Oh, solid overhand right from Corona. You see the defensive placement on the shield, placing his hand on his opponent's jaw after connecting so that he has an obstruction in his field of view. Beautiful work. Defensive awareness even after being offensive. Beautiful work from Coronavirus. And we have Autan Shagon Audu giving him more to think about, throwing that spear with reckless abandon. Coronavirus circling, taking the center of the cage, taking the center of the sandpit, and we go straight into another connection. Both men throwing at the same time. Coronavirus breaking the rhythm there and choosing a different attack, going for that uppercut instead of the overhand right, breaking the rhythm. Excellent work. It's important to remember that the sport of Dambe, strikes are allowed from only the gloved hand and kicks are also permitted from either feet, but it's a highly underutilized technique so far. Ooh, solid connection from Autan Shagon Audu. This is a fight, ladies and gentlemen. In the sound pitch, you can see the audience watching. Beautiful body work coming from Coronavirus. I like the variety in the targeting of Coronavirus. He works the body, he works the head, he works the body, he works the head, he throws the uppercut. Ooh, solid work from Autan Shagon Audu, cutting me short there. Beautiful. This is an action-packed one. I like the obstruction from Coronavirus. He lands two, takes two for his troubles in return from Autan Shagon Audu. This is a fight. Autan Shagon Audu throwing again. You see that shield hand? High. That's for defense. You keep that shield in the way of your opponent so they have something when they throw it, something in their way when they throw at you. And you see them locking shields. Common tactic utilized in the sport of Dambe. Both men resetting back into neutral. We'll have Coronavirus on the left in the green shorts versus Autan Shagon Audu on the right in the orange shorts. Wow, interesting. Ooh, this is high level. These are warriors putting their skills on display. And just like that, it appears the first round is over. That was amazing. Both men moving backwards and coming back to collide like rams, exerting their dominance. Beautiful work. I like the shoulder roll from Coronavirus to avoid the work. Autan Shagon Audu working the body, then colliding with the head. This is a really close fight. You see the hand connecting on Coronavirus as well. Autan Shagon Audu working the body, throwing to the head. Coronavirus retaliating here, putting that shield in the way of his opponent, then throwing and connecting his eyes up. Ooh, solid connection. Landing. Ooh, 2 times in a row. We called that on the broadcast. Autan Shagon Audu giving Coronavirus a lot to think about, and that was the collision at the end of the first round that ended with fireworks as we got into the closing seconds. Excellent work. Action-packed Dambe action. We had outside fighting, we had inside fighting, we had showboating for the audience. And of course, you would only get this level of action from the African Warriors Fighting Championship, presented to you by none other than Stake.com in the beautiful city of Kano at the Emir's Cup. Beautiful work in the sandpit right now. We go right back into round 2. Coronavirus occupying with that lead hand to distract, poking and prodding the vision of his opponent. And you see him circling, looking for superior real estate before settling on a position and throwing. Excellent work. And you see Autan Shagon Audu giving him something to worry about for his worries. Excellent work again from both men. Shield up high. This is an action-packed bout. Oh, solid work from the uppercut in the clinch. Autan Shagon Audu has his shield up for defense, and you have Coronavirus. Breaking the rhythm is Autan Shagon Audu. You see how he just touched the shield very briefly, then broke and threw. Excellent work. He throws and misses is coronavirus. Autan Shagon Audu now on the retaliation, locking shields and letting go. Coronavirus circling to his right, which is the direction where his hand, his spear is. If you see people circling to their right, generally they're about to throw from their right. If they circle to their left, generally they'll want to throw from their left first. And you see him circling to his left now. Both men occupying the center of the pits. Autan Shagon Audu versus coronavirus. Coronavirus in the green shorts, Autan Shagon Audu in the orange shorts. Occupying division and throwing is coronavirus. You occupy division with that shield and throw over the top with your spear. Excellent work. Now they're in the clinch. Close range fighting, colliding with the temple. Colliding again. Uppercut to vary the attack from coronavirus. Another uppercut. The variation in the attack is where he's getting the success. Oh, and he's throwing to the head. Working the body. Is Autan Shagon Audu still in this? He keeps his shield up for defense and he comes right back in. This is high level Dambe action, ladies and gentlemen. For a second, it looked like Autan Shagon Audu wasn't in there, but he was just guarding. That was a really nice shell to guard his head from incoming damage. Beautiful work, but it does appear that coronavirus came out on top in that exchange. He definitely came out with about 3 unanswered strikes there. Beautiful work. Autan Shagon Audu breaking the rhythm and throwing again, still showing heavy signs of life in this second round. Here we go again. Coronavirus taking the center of the sandpit. You see the rhythm of the fight alternating. We've gone from really fast-paced and heavy action to now a more slow, methodic fight by both men. It's now time to gather data, it's time to observe, it's time to throw feints, and just like that, the referee gets in the middle of both men. End of round 2 of the African Warriors Fighting Championship, coronavirus versus Autan Shagon Audu. You see the replays on the screen. This was a very high-paced second round. Look at coronavirus applying the pressure. He works the body side, working that uppercut when the overhand right wasn't working, and you see him varying those attacks, working the body. But you see excellent defensive work from Autan Shagon Audu, keeping his shield hand up to guard himself, and you see him come back right in, taking any doubt from the mind of the judges or the referee that he was still in that one. Beautiful work. And ladies and gentlemen, as we approach round 3, the drummers are beating, the audience is watching, and we are at the Emir's Cup in Kano. What do both gentlemen have for us in this final round of an awesome fight? This is your last 3-minute round of this your last 3-minute round of this 3-round bout. And now here we go. Coronavirus looking loose, that lead hand really low. I worry when I see people keeping their hands low just out of defensive concerns. If your hand is low, you can't defend. You're not as effective at defending yourself. Autan Shagon Audu looking really calm, not fazed by anything in front of him so far. Coronavirus occupying the center of the sandpit. That's where you want to be generally. Even in MMA, you want to be in the center of the cage. This is no different. The more space you have to work with, the more opportunities you can create for yourself. So far, a slow start to this 3rd round. Understandably so, because both men traded the law of rope in that 2nd round. And you see them feinting with their lead hand. You use the shield to distract, then you use your spear to destroy. So that's why you see them moving in and out, moving up and down. It's so that the eyes of the opponent, the vision of the opponent is occupied with that hand, and they don't have as much time to react when the spear is thrown, as you just saw Autan Shagon Audu do. Coronavirus still looking unfazed. His hand up, looking really relaxed. Autan Shagon Audu circling and taking one for his troubles. He doesn't throw one back. Generally, for every one when one you receive, you want to throw 1 or 2 back. at least be even with your opponent. You never want to take one and don't give one in return. This is universal across all combat sports, and you see Coronavirus working the body to start. That's the variation in the attack we pointed out in the first round. He works when he sees that the head is guarded, too well guarded. He works the body. You see him doing it there in the clinch, working the body. Autan Shagon Audu connecting solidly with that clinch. I like Autan Shagon Audu's vision. He's keeping his eyes on his opponent even when he's under fire. Beautiful work. Coronavirus going in again, and you see them in the clinch now. It's Coronavirus working the body in the clinch. Let's see, he has that left collar tie around the neck of his opponent, and the referee getting in to separate to encourage more action. Beautiful work. Autan Shagon Audu looking relaxed. Coronavirus looking determined. Here we go again. So far, it's your guess is as good as mine regarding who's winning or who's coming out on top in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, just a friendly reminder that this is of course the African Warriors Fighting Championship. You can see Autan Shagon Audu pointing at the floor, even pointing his hands in the face of his opponent, trying to distract him. I think that's crazy. This is presented to you by stake.com from the Emirs Cup in Kano. The referee gets it in the way. Oh, that wasn't a distraction. It does appear that Autan Shagon Audu's glove, as we have the replays on the screen, Coronavirus really applying the pressure at this fight. This is why he's a superstar in this promotion so far. Under the African Warriors Fighting Championship, he's been recognized as an athlete that just keeps bringing entertaining fights. He keeps bringing the action and he keeps delivering. And it appears that this fight may be added to his resume any second from now. We'll find out who the winner is. Beautiful work. That was the connection. I like that throw from Autan Shagon Audu. He didn't pull his hand back. There was no cock back on that. He just threw it straight on the chin. If Coronavirus isn't such a big, strong guy, any normal person may have gotten knocked out by that punch. Excellent work. We have Autan Shagon Audu taking off his spear. Coronavirus lifting his hands up defiantly, believing he's victorious already. We'll have the judge's decision any moment from now. We have the referee in the middle. Who is our winner of the day? The anxiety is killing me. And your winner is Coronavirus. This has been the African Warriors Fighting Championship, presented to you by none other than stake.com. I am your host and commentator for the evening, Oche Young Jollof Edache. Thank you.